One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Glad to have you with us from SB Ballard Stadium in Norfolk, home to the Old Dominion Monarchs. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Old Dominion Monarchs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Monarchs will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Ezukama. Makes the catch. It's Williams. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Forced out of the pocket. Gets away. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Looking to throw, it's Ezukama. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And they'll mark it down at the 30. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He's going to take a shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Old Dominion. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that's exactly why you do play action. You freeze linebackers, you freeze safeties, you open up spots on the field and take big shots. The offense capitalizes and gets the big touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Fires to the tight end. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Ezukama. Finds his big tight end. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
The Mountaineers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking for a crease, it's Stewart. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
And the Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. It's a fumble on the play. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll go right back to him. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that 1st drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the 2nd drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the 1st down.
Looking for an open area to his left. And there are flags flying as the pass ball's incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Ezukama. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back, you don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone. 3rd and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Send the offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Off the play fake. Quarterback now breaking the field. Complete to the left. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
The Monarchs are marching down the field. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. Got it!
And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Try to march their way in. Touchdown, Monarchs! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Alabama is on the short side of things right now, but like the days of Tua and Devontae Smith in the 2018 title game, do not rule out a comeback. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Arizona. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to throw, it's Ezukama. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He's got him this time.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And the Mountaineers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third, turning it on. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Ezukama. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Mountaineers will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Hold Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Punts it out of the air. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Let's go! Let's go! Ready, go!
Wants to go up top. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, ODU. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The give to the tailback. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Let's go!
Leaves it with the back. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now you set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Looking to throw at DubXmas. The throw to the outside is complete. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. On the run, fires downfield. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab down the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. 3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. He's down at the 25-yard line, waiting moments of the first half. It is a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. From the gun to give, looking for room. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Absolutely perfect. That'll trim the deficit to 15. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Mountaineers will kick it away to start the second half. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul in Oxford who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to South Alabama. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Throws to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking for a man. It's Ezukama. Gets it out quickly. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great play by the cornerback. And this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over. Nice job.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and settle.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game. and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Working that left side now. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Old Dominion. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 35-6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds his man. It's Williams. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Ezukama. Under fire. It's complete to the right. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
He's got his man.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Third down coming up after the completion. They just keep firing. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in third and medium. They're going to pass the football. You play the pass well, but, man, does he have a good feel, and he just pulls it down, and it's almost like he knew exactly where he had to get. Smart scramble. Nice job getting the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. First down here for the offense. Back to pass. It's Ezukama. Fires to the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It's caught. Smashes through the tackle. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
You just can't take a sack on second down there in the red zone because that's already been the problem for this offense. They've been having to settle for field goals and not score touchdowns. They have been able to drive the football. They're just not finishing those drives, and the pass rush of this defense is right now a big reason why.
On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Right down the boulevard. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36.
Old Dominion Monarchs will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Leaves it with the running back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Running back searching for a hole. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
There's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Plows through the defense. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
We've come to the end of the period. Old Dominion has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
Cannon. 22 water.
They'll go to the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And the Monarchs will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. To the air, it's Ezukama. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. They feed him again. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He's got it on the run. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Monarchs!
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complimentary football.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. TCU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Davey O'Brien among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Texas Tech. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Going for the big play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Avery. Here's the pressure. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, ODU. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing up and took it all the way to the house.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. If they didn't get it off in time, it'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play.
Ready up. Spider.
They'll start this drive with a pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
Bringing the heat. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
It's complete to the left. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
There he goes. That's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on, and his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Backed up now, here's second and long.
Banner.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
From the 17-yard line, it's first and 10. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Right back to the well. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long.
Here we go.
This is a designed run. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Loses 5. Fourth down coming up.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Dropping back, it's Avery. Here's a heat. He hurls one deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, App State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that and put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
App State, 16.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback will keep it. Finds some fresh air. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Kick is in the air. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking downfield, it's Avery. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He's got it on the outside. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. the defense. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Okay, ready?
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
42.
Tries again to get it in.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
How about this defense just wrecking the offense on the last 2 plays and forcing a 3rd and goal? Looking for the goal line. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.